In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the specially merciful. By the blessing of Sidi Shaykh, may Allah sanctify his secret. Your heart is rusted by your heedlessness, ghafla. On that day, it will be of absolutely no use to know what someone else has done or to be able to read others' thoughts. You won't be questioned about that. Rather, you will be questioned about your compliance with the law. Have you acted with fairness in your journey? Have you faithfully adhered to the path of the Prophet? The Messenger of Allah tells us in a hadith, "This is the way of Allah, follow it, and do not follow the paths that deviate from it." This is what you will be questioned about on the Day of Judgment. Here is where the true essence of religion must guide you in your earthly life, enabling you to lift the veil that obscures the Creator's presence. By recognizing the mark of the Creator flowing through all things, you become an eyewitness to this profound truth. This is not merely an intellectual understanding, but a concrete spiritual experience that reveals the essence, spirit, and taste of religion. This will strengthen your faith, your certainty, and your attachment to religion, or rather to the essence of religion, to the spirit of religion, to the taste of religion. You will then perform prayers, fasting, and all your worship, savoring each one. Outwardly, you will do neither more nor less than an ordinary Muslim, but you will surpass this ordinary person through knowledge when the true flavor of worship is unveiled to you. Therefore, when the time for prayer comes, you will not rise lazily or indifferently. It won't be a burden on your heart. Instead, it will be a source of nearness and revival. Hence, if you notice a heaviness in your heart when performing worship, your litany, prayer, or fasting, know that you must return to examining the reality of your heart and to imploring divine forgiveness so that your disturbances fade and the rust that has affected your heart disappears. If you had truly tasted the flavor of worship, the veil would have been lifted. Don't claim to be among those whose veil has been lifted if you are lazy in your worship. Those whose veil has been lifted are always foremost in the worship of the Lord. This mystical experience of unveiling is accessible through certainty, love, and the firm and final establishment of the mirror of the heart, after it has been duly polished and stripped of its inclinations towards this world's trivialities. For as Sayyiduna al-Mustafa teaches us, hearts rust like iron, and they are polished by the remembrance of Allah. Why by the remembrance of Allah? Simply because the cause of the heart's rusting is heedlessness. The absence of dhikr leads to heedlessness and inclination towards the passions of the self, hence a state of distance. Most of you disciples find the gatherings of dhikr heavy and burdensome. What does that mean? That means that your heart is rusted. Even if you come to us claiming to see wonders and extraordinary visions, we cannot believe you. You are not reliable, for when you sit with us, you are not present.